Welcome guys back to Mr. Ramses Can Fix It. Today we're going to be replacing a shutoff valve underneath the sink with a new riser. So we're going to show you how to do that with the proper tools. We have the sleeve puller for the valve, and we're going to show you how to do that today, and stay tuned. Alright, so what we got here today is the valve. The reason why we got to replace the riser is because the riser is soldered in to the valve here, so there's no way to replace this riser and keep the valve, plus the valve is not shutting off. And you can see all the corrosion, or not corrosion, but the sediment buildup from a small water leakage that it has. So we're going to be doing that, and then here's the riser where it's connected. So we're going to take this off first. The water is turned off already at the main, so there is no water coming out of the faucet. And then we're going to take this off and then grab the sleeve puller, and we're going to pull this out. So we're going to take off the riser first, right here. Hopefully I can do this. Oh yeah, look at that. It's easy enough. There we go. So we're going to pull this out. Go, and then we're just going to slide this out of the way. We're going to bend it, and then we're going to take this off. We're going to need 2 crescent wrenches here to pull this off, which I already have ready to go. So I pull the back one, this one right here, to the right up, and then the valve, I push it down, and then it comes loose. So I'm loosening up the nut. You can see right there. This valve is ready to come out. Slide this here, wiggle it, and it's off. And we're gonna grab our sleeve puller here. This has a little sleeve puller here. This is for the 1/2-inch pipe. It fits right in there, and then pull this out. And this is for the 3/4-inch pipe. And we just turn this around and put it on the sleeve puller, and it'll give tension here for the pipe. But we're gonna use this end today, because this is 1/2-inch. So we're gonna slide this in this pivot point right here. I'm gonna slide that in, and we're gonna adjust the puller here. Loosen it. There we go. And I'm just gonna hold this here like that. We're just going to tighten up the puller here. You can see it better. We're just going to turn this right here. Let's see, get this a better shot. See the sleeve coming out, and you just take easy turns to keep it even, and it'll come off here pretty soon. I just one turn at a time. See the it's starting to open up. So I'm pulling up the sleeve. Should be coming off here pretty soon. There it comes. There we go. And now we got the sleeve out. So the sleeve is stuck on this, but we can get this out here pretty soon. And then there's the nut. So now we're gonna put the new one in and we're gonna tighten it up. So we're gonna put the nut first. The nut goes first. And if you have to replace this beauty ring right here, make sure you replace that first before you put the nut, because once you get this nut and the valve in there, that's it. So make sure you put the beauty ring first. Then we got the nut, and then we got the brass ring here. I'm gonna slide that in there, and we're gonna grab the valve. This is a 1/4 inch turn valve. I like these better. They're made by Brass Craft. So that's what I use. So one end is 1/2 inch from the pipe and the other is 3/8. So I'm pushing the valve in with my hand and I'm tightening it with with the nut. And then I'll get my 2 wrenches and then I'll do my tightening of it. So in this case, I'm going to use my little 10-inch my 6-inch crescent and then my 10-inch other crescent. So now we're going to go the opposite direction. I'm pushing in on the valve to keep it pushed in with the pipe. So keep that in mind. You don't want to tighten this up and then it's all the way at the end right here instead of back here. So keep that in mind. So I'm coming down. Try not to move the valve because you want to keep it stationary. Make this nice and snug so it doesn't come out and have a big leak in the future. That's what holds it in place. Okay, that's it. It's not going anywhere. There's your valve. I'm going to take this nut off. And then we'll grab a new flex hose here and we're going to put it onto this faucet here. So I'm screwing this on there by hand just because I need it to move right now. And then I'm going to turn it this way. I can move that a little bit. And then this up. And we're going to grab this in and hold it with a crescent wrench. So we'll tighten this up. to make it snug. And then right now the valve is open, so I'm going to shut it off so I can tighten it up. Adjust it, and then okay, and then I'm going to open it, and then we're ready to turn the water on. And that's it, we're ready. This should be done, and then we'll check for leaks. So let me go turn the water on and we'll be right back. Okay, so the water's turning on. It's filling up the system here. All the pipes. It's letting the air out. You want to make sure you turn your valves on before you turn your your main shut-off line on. Make sure that all these are turned on. Take the air out of the system, out of all the pipes, so you don't have a pipe blow up somewhere in the house. That way it lets all the air system out. So this has 2 sinks, so I left them both on to let the air out. So we're just gonna turn them off here. The air is out. And then we're gonna check for leaks here. So what I do is, I grab my hand, I can see that it is dry completely. Show you in the light, my hand is dry. So if I go like this behind the nut, if there's any moisture in my fingertips, you'll know that it's leaking. I check the back of the nut, I check the front of the nut, and then I check where I hook up the shut off. I'm sorry, the riser. So if there's any moisture, you'll know in your fingers right away because they're dry. And any moisture, you'll see moisture on your finger, and that's how you know that it's leaking. So right now it is not leaking, so we're looking good. So it's not gonna leak. The system's turned on, so we're good. So don't forget to subscribe and hit thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.